My thing is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Welcome, it's Miss May here. I am doing this video in my classroom today. I'm collaborating with the awesome Jessica over at A Classroom Diva. We have been sharing our stories about our student teaching experiences, and today we are sharing some student teaching tips for all of you who are soon to be student teachers. Maybe you are in student teaching, or maybe you're just thinking about becoming a teacher and you will eventually have to do student teaching. I apologize if there's noise in the background. It's kind of hard for me to record in my classroom unless it's really early in the morning or really late in the evening, because I teach in an open concept school. So anyway, I'm here to share with you tips, my advice to you guys. So my first tip would be attitude. When you go into that classroom, that school, you want to have a positive attitude. You want to go in there eager, willing, wanting to do your very best and go above and beyond. You want to be up here and not down here. You want to go that extra mile, because I guarantee you there's not many people going up that extra mile. So have a positive attitude with any and everybody that you come into contact with. And so also you want to have a humble spirit. I know most of us, when we go into teaching because it's something that we've wanted to do since we were little. We also go into teaching because we've been influenced by positive people in our lives, whether they be family members, friends of the family. And so we hear their experiences and we feel like because of their experiences, we think we know what's really going on in the education world and what's happening. And to be honest, you have no idea, y'all. I had no idea until I got my own classroom. Even if you do know people that are in the education field, go in there with a humble spirit. You know, you can give your suggestions, you can give your ideas, but just be humble about the whole situation. Nobody wants to know it all, telling them what they know and their way is the best way, or whatever the case may be. Just be very, very humble. So attitude is so important. Even if you end up having a cooperating teacher that isn't the most warm, inviting person, still be optimistic and have a positive attitude every single day. Take that that positive constructive criticism that you'll receive, you know, take it in a good way. Don't take it as, oh, they just don't like me, or they're just being mean or hard on me. Don't take it that way. Just be very positive, optimistic, and humble about the whole situation. Okay, now number 2, dose. I would say professionalism. Be as professional as you possibly can, especially in the way you dress. Appearance is everything. You don't want to look like you just rolled out of bed, and you don't want to look like you're about to head, you know, to the nightclub and get your boogie on and get your party on. You want to look very professional. You are around children, you're around other adults, and people talk, and you want people in that building that see you every single day. You want them to be talking positive things about you, not did you see what she had on, or did you see how scruffy he looked. You want them to be positive comments about you. Don't get me wrong, people are going to talk. There's always going to be people that are going to be negative, but overall, dress professionally. If you know, ladies, if you feel like, is this skirt too short, is this dress too short, 9 times out of 10 it's probably too short. If you're asking, you don't want cleavage showing, you don't want your skirts to be too short, because you're around kids and you're around other you know, positive people in the building. So please dress professional. Keep your nails groomed, your hair groomed. Just keep yourself looking really, really professional, because it speaks volumes. You only have one time to make a first impression. Make it your best. Also with professionalism, don't get involved in all, if there's a little bit of drama in the school, or if teachers are coming to you talking about another teacher, you know, don't get involved in any of that kind of stuff. You do not want to be on that level. Let that be. You know, say your highs, your goodbyes, you know. Don't go in telling your whole life story, or what you did at the, you know, the club, or what you did here, or when you went out with friends, or the drama with family possibly. Don't bring that into the school building. stay as professional with your relationships as you possibly can. Again, people are always watching and always talking. And then my last part with professionalism, I would say being on time. And by on time, I mean 10 to 15 minutes before the time you're supposed to be there. I know when I was student teaching, I was there 15 minutes before my time that I had to be there, because I just wanted to, go use the restroom, go put my lunch kit away in the lounge, just get my desk area situation, taken care of, because once it hit that time for me to be there, I believe I was there at 7:30. It was 7:30 or 8, I can't remember, but I know once my cooperating teacher was ready for me, boom, I was ready to go. My thing is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And it really looks good, and it shows that you're there for a purpose and that you want to be there. So I would highly suggest getting there 10 to 15 minutes before, so when you really are supposed to report there, you're ready to go. Your cooperating teacher may need you to do something, make copies, do something for her, do something for the class, and you want to be able to do it right as soon as the time starts. So I would say 10 to 15 minutes before. My third tip would be have a student teaching journal, some type of journal where you can jog down your thoughts, questions, ideas, things that you see, things that you notice, questions you may have. And I would also every single day jot down pros from the day, cons from the day, and how we can make it better for the next day. Always start your day off in that journal with the pros. What went well? What did you enjoy? And then fall back to the cons, and then wrap it up with, how am I going to make this better for tomorrow? So definitely have some type of journal that's just labeled student teaching. And anytime your cooperating teacher is there to talk to you, jot things down, write things down. Don't just put it in your head and say, oh, I'll remember, because trust me, you will forget, because you'll be doing so much and learning so much. You want to be able to write things down, because I'll be honest, there were times where I didn't write things down and I felt like, oh, why didn't I write that down? So make sure you write those things down. Also, have a camera. And what I mean by camera, this kind of goes back to professionalism. Don't have your cell phone out to be checking your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, all that. That is not professional. Leave your phone put away unless you're using it for taking pictures in the classroom of different ideas and different things. And make sure it's at an appropriate time, and talk with your cooperating teacher about that, because you don't want to be on your cell phone checking different things when you really should be fully engaged into your whole experience. Because look at this as a blessing. There are so many people out there that want to be teachers, that want to go to school to become teachers. Things happen where people can't. So look at this as a true blessing, and be very grateful for your opportunity, and take advantage of that. So I definitely highly recommend take pictures. If you have just a point and shoot, use that. But if you have to use your phone, go ahead and do that. I know back when I was student teaching, my phone, phones back then didn't really take good pictures like they do now, so I had to snap and shoot. But if you need to have your phone to take those pictures, talk with your cooperating teacher about that, so that they know, okay, his or her phone is out because they're taking pictures. And also, you want to take pictures of things that you're doing in that classroom, because you want to be able to have some type of a portfolio that you can show what you have done when you go off on those interviews. You want to be able to show off in a good way what you have done when you do those interviews. So have a camera, have a journal, take notes, and take pictures. And then my last tip would be, and I guess before I say that, I want to share with you my student teaching binder. So I started off with this binder here, and back in my time when we were doing this, like, Comic Sans was the font that was the bomb.com, and now we have all these amazing fonts out there that you can use. So you can get really creative if you want to. But I definitely had a portfolio, and I had a table of contents, so that when I went on interviews and principals asked me certain questions, I could refer to my table of contents and take them to a specific page. I also, I have personal information, just a little bit about me, my student teaching experience, behavior management, my reading endorsement, my creativity, my lesson plans that I did, and then rewards. And rewards were like, you know, letters of recommendation from parents, from principals, from my cooperating teachers, from my supervisors in college. Those were my rewards. And then my precious notes from the students that I received. So I'm just going to show you, like I talked about my philosophy. I have pictures of when I worked at La Petite. Here's pictures, you know, and it's old school, guys. Like, it wasn't like printing stuff. It was handwritten. I took pictures of, like I mentioned before in my previous video about how I took over a classroom. I just have pictures of that. Things that they did when they would come in the morning. Their little journals that they had. And then we always made books, class books that they could read. So I would show how I took over. I talked to my principal about how I took over a classroom and what I did. The next one was my student teaching. Y'all, this is so old school. Like, I'm proud of it though, because this is what it is. I don't know if it's focusing in, but look at that clip art compared to the clip art now. So anyway, and I just kept my evaluations. These are all my evaluations that I did and that I did well on, because it speaks volumes. Because in these evaluations, it talked about me being professional. It talked about me being highly organized. I had a warm spirit. I was very kind. I was able to talk to parents in a professional way. What else? My classroom management was awesome. And I just kept it. What my cooperating teachers wrote, and then what my supervisor wrote when my supervisor mentored or watched me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I apologize. So have that stuff, guys, so you can brag on yourself. It's so important. And then, like, I have pictures of when I was at my elementary school when I did my student teaching, my 4th grade class. They threw me a party, a graduation party, and I just, you know, just to show that the love was there from those kiddos and Miss Williamson. And then I also had a picture of my little snowman that I've done since, you know, I can remember. There's a link in the description box on my video of how I make these, but I've been doing those now for about 16 years, 15, 16 years, guys. So absolutely adore. Then I just talked about my behavior management, because I will be honest, my gift is classroom management. I'm very good with managing my classroom, having a warm, cozy feeling environment, and then managing my students. I mean, I've had rough of the rough. I've had kids throw chairs. I've had it. I've experienced it. And so I feel like I'm very good at what I do when it comes to managing those and getting those kids right on target. And so with my kindergartners, when I took over that classroom, I just took a picture of how we made our class rules with interactive writing. We made our rules together when I took over that class. So again, guys, take pictures, journal, do everything that you can think of under the sun. When it came to my creativity, y'all, I took pictures of the bulletin boards that I created, and these are some of the bulletin boards that I created. This was back when we taught and you changed your bulletin board every month. Don't do that now, but this is, you know, this is what I did. And I showed that off because you got to be proud of what you did, guys. It's so important. So don't be afraid to take pictures. What I did with the kids and with their work, activities that we did. I just took samples of their work during my time of student teaching. So again, take pictures, keep stuff. And like, I just kept little personal notes that they wrote to me. I kept those in sleeves so that they knew that I was that kind of teacher. So definitely go above and beyond. Get those recommendations, get those reference letters for your portfolio, because you will be so grateful and thankful that you did. And so those are my tips, my top 3 tips. And then my last tip for you guys is to enjoy the experience and be true to you. Show those teachers, those principals at school, show them what you got, show them what you're made of. Have fun, enjoy it, and be you. Put yourself out there. Go up here. Don't stay down here. Go up here, because I guarantee you there's not many people up here. There's not. So enjoy the experience. You're going to be nervous, you're going to be scared, and that's a natural feeling, but I guarantee you, if you go in there with a positive attitude, you're professional, you enjoy it, it's gonna be an amazing experience. Because I will tell you, I never would have thought in a million years that I would be Teacher of the Year 2 times in 2 different school districts. I never would have thought it, but I did. But you know why I did? It was because I went here. I went above and beyond during my student teaching experience from then on, and nothing has changed. So I hope these tips help you guys. I hope I wasn't too long-winded for you, but I just want you to know that you're going to be amazing. Do your best. Understand that there's going to be some hard days, there may be some bad days, but it's okay. Just pick yourself back up and just know that the next day is a brand new day. That tomorrow is a brand new day. So enjoy your experience, and I wish you nothing but the best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, ask me questions if you want, and then click on the link below for Jessica's video. She's going to share her tips with you. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Hugs and many blessings to you all. Bye.